Hey everyone, Dan here at Ochiko Bushcraft. Well, I'm back up in the mountains again. Got myself a nice fire, as you guys can see. And once again, I'm trying out a new piece of gear. Now, it's something that I've never ever used before. I wanted to try something new this year, just like I had tried out the new Benchmade Bushcrafter knife in the last video. So last year, I did all of my cooking with just a basic bale handle bush pot. So I wanted to try something new this year. So I just received, and still sealed up in the plastic, the Uberleben Kessel. Now this is a little bit different. It has a pour spout, which should come real handy because I'm actually going to make myself some hot soup here. And it has a handle instead of a bale. However, I've seen on other videos where people have used cordage and actually hung this from a tripod, and it seemed to work quite well. So I'm going to tighten up the handle here, and we're going to give it a shot. I'll show you guys what I've done. Kind of in an awkward position here, but count it in. Couple stakes here, made a little crane so that I can set this up and put my pot right over the fire. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've got some soup sitting here, some dehydrated soup, and I'm gonna try to boil some water here, see how this works. All right, shouldn't take too much. That should be just about perfect. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. All right. Uberleben Kessel. Oh, I guess it came with a lid. Now, they say that if you use just this wooden part up here, you won't get burned, but if you accidentally tap the metal, you are going to get your fingers burned. So once that gets hot, I'm going to make absolutely sure that I grab this with my gloves. I'm not going to take any chances. For now, just even getting the lid on there straight because there's a lot of heat from my fire. There we go. And I have just a little cup here. It's actually a Pathfinder cup and lid. And I've got some dehydrated noodles and some dehydrated vegetables down in there. Just a small cup for a snack, nothing major, but it's sufficient for testing out this Kessel here. They say that you're able to grab it right off the fire by this parachute cord handle, that protects it. Your hands from getting burned. Yeah, there's no heat on it, and I know the pot's getting hot. My water will probably be boiling here in just a minute or two. It actually sounds like it already is. Take a look here and see. I want to stick my hand right in the flames. Move it out here just a little bit. Oh, it's just right on the edge of boiling. We'll give it another minute. All right, so like I said in my last video, I wanted to try out some new gear this year, and I've got a couple more pieces of gear that I have just ordered, and when those get here, I'm going to run tests on them as well. Then after that, I'm going to give you guys a rundown on my 2019 bushcraft kit. I'll bring my pack out, lay out the whole thing for you guys, let you see what I'm going to be packing this year. And from that point on, we'll just see what the season brings. But there's still snow just over here to my left. There's still snow on the ground. There's snow. I'm actually up on the south slope. On the north slope behind me, the whole hillside has still got several inches of snow. And if I travel up the road another mile or two, I'd actually probably be in a good foot of snow. It's still pretty heavy up there. The creeks are running extremely high. In some places they're going across the road, flooding. So it's been a nice winter for us. So we were looking at some serious drought. All right, I can hear it boiling and see it steaming. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull this off the fire. Pour it in here on my noodles. See, hold that up where you guys can see. Boy, I like that. I really like that. That lid is quite handy. Or that spout, I mean, that pour spout is really nice. There we go. And I'll let that sit for a few minutes. All right, I just pulled that off the fire, but I want to do a little test here. Okay, I am holding it by the parachute cord, and I can feel just a little bit of warmth on the parachute cord, but that is it. And as far as the wooden handle, the wooden handle's nice and, or wooden knob on top's nice and cool. But as I said, I definitely want to wear gloves, because if I miss it and hit the top of that lid with my fingers, that is going to seriously hurt. And I watched another video. I didn't do it for you guys today. I'd thought about it, but someone else had already done it. They'd taken and they made a tripod, and they just ran down a bowline knot, slipped the handle in the bowline knot, and the balance is perfect. It just hung in the knot from the tripod over the top of the fire, and they cooked it up. And this comes with a nice little canvas stuff sack with a drawstring on it to store it in. Clean it up, get the black off the bottom, and store it in the canvas stuff sack, and we're good to go. So, Uberleben Kessel, cooked on a little crane that I made. First time testing it out. Got hot soup cooking. Be eating that here in a couple minutes. All's well, and I like it. I'm going to carry it and use it throughout the season. Be cooking chili and stew and other things in it. Really putting it through its paces. Anyway, thank you guys once again for tuning in to Ochiko Bushcraft, and we'll see you shortly.